Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Wine. Welcome back to art class. Today we are going to be learning how to paint with watercolors. I love painting. I love it so much that you can see I've already started my painting. I've found my painting from the line unit where I painted a lot of different black lines on my paper. It looked a little boring with just the black and white, so today I thought I would add some color. Now, if you don't have your line painting, that's okay. You can certainly start over on a brand new sheet of paper. One thing that I want to talk to you about today is how we can mix colors to create new colors. The colors that are best to start mixing when you are learning how to paint are the primary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And you can see that I've already put some primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, on my paper. Now, one thing that's super important anytime I'm mixing colors is I never want to take my paint colors in my paint set and mix those all together, because then they get dirty and it's hard to make my colors clear on my painting. So I've already painted a few of these colors here. Notice I tried to paint inside or beside the black lines. I didn't go over top of my black lines because that will make a big mess. So let's see what happens if I mix some of my own colors. If I look at my chart, it says that red plus yellow equals orange. Let's try that out. I already have a big red area here. What would happen if I take my brush? Remember, I get a little bit of water, not too much. If it's too drippy, I wipe it on the edge. I'm going to gently get a little bit of yellow paint. And what happens if I put that yellow right on top of the red? Look at that. When I put the yellow on top of the red, it starts to look kind of orange. So I can mix my colors right on my paper. Now I'm going to rinse my brush, wipe it on the edge, check it on my napkin, make sure it's clean, and I'm ready to try something new. Let's see. If I go back to my chart, it says yellow plus blue equals green. Well, let's try that out. If I come down here, I have a yellow triangle. What if I take my paintbrush, I get water, wipe it on the edge so it's not too drippy, I'm going to get a little bit of blue, and what happens if I add that blue into the yellow? If I mix it up, it's going to give me a color that looks kind of green. Now, it's not a big bright green, but it does start to look almost like sort of a darker green. I could even put the green from my paint set beside that if I wanted to see what they look like side by side. So I can rinse my brush, wipe it on the edge, check it on my napkin, make sure it's clean, and then if I wanted to see what it looks like next to the green from my paint set, I could take that and I could put a little bit of green from the paint set right beside it. I think painting is so much fun to see what the colors do. Let's try one more. What happens if I take blue plus red? That's going to give me violet or purple. That's my mom's favorite color. Let's try that. Here I have a little bit of blue, so I'm going to get water, wipe it on the edge of my cup, get a little bit of red, and if I mix that red in with the blue, I got a lot of red there. So if it doesn't turn quite purple enough, I could always go back and get the other color. It looks a little purple, but I wonder what would happen if I rinse my brush, wipe it on the edge of the cup, check it on my napkin. What happens if I go back, get a tiny drip of water, and I get a little more blue? And what happens if I mix the blue right back in with that red? Oh, now it's like a deep indigo color. So I can keep working on that area. There we go. Now it's starting to look nice and violet, purple. And if it needs a little more red, I could always rinse and go back. So today, you can keep mixing whatever colors you want. I could even go back and I could take some of the other colors. I can paint shapes. I can paint lines. I could even try mixing some of the primary colors together with other colors. I could take the red, rinse my brush, check it on my napkin. What if I mix the red and the violet together? So I think it's so much fun to see the different colors that you can create. You don't have to mix all the colors. You can certainly have some areas where you have just the plain colors. But I want you to have a wonderful time. Work to keep your paint sets clean. Treat Mr. Bristles very gently. And when you're finished, make sure you take a picture of your painting and send it to me so that I can see what you've created. I hope you have a wonderful week. And until next time, keep on creating.